Welcome back, inquisitive minds, to science fiction now, exploring the world of Isaac Asimov's Foundation series. All right, fellow masochists of the mind, let's crack open Isaac Asimov's Foundation series. This isn't some cookie-cutter space opera with dashing heroes and cheesy laser battles. Nope, this is the gritty, brain-bending epic of galactic stupidity, bureaucratic decay, and a mathematician who decides to save humanity by basically cheating at the game of civilization. If you've ever felt like the universe was run by morons, this is your jam. Here's the setup. Humanity has spread its greasy fingerprints across the galaxy, creating a galactic empire so bloated and dysfunctional it makes late-stage capitalism look like a PTA meeting. Enter Hari Seldon, a mathematician so smart he's probably banned from every casino in Vegas. Seldon invents psychohistory, a science that predicts the behavior of large populations. Think of it as mathematical fortune-telling for people who don't believe in fortune cookies. The bad news: Seldon's math says the empire is royally screwed. The worst news: it's going to take 30,000 years of chaos before things get better, unless, of course, Seldon steps in to save the day. Because why wouldn't he? Seldon's master plan involves creating two foundations, basically galactic doomsday prepper colonies. Their job: preserve humanity's knowledge, rebuild civilization, and hopefully stop the galaxy from turning into one giant Mad Max movie. It's a nice idea on paper, but as you can probably guess, the universe has other plans, like warlords and rebellions. And oh yeah, a mutant overlord who screws up everything just because he can. Now, let's talk about psychohistory, the heart of this whole saga. This is Asimov's brainchild, a science that predicts the future of societies but dismisses individual actions as statistically irrelevant. That's right, your dreams, ambitions, and existential crises, they don't matter. You're a drop in the ocean, buddy. The universe couldn't care less if you cured cancer or got drunk and texted your ex. Psychohistory is a stark reminder that most of us are just NPCs in the galaxy's big, dumb game. The series also dives into the rise and fall of civilizations, and let me tell you, Asimov does not hold back. The Galactic Empire? A rotting carcass of corruption and incompetence. It's basically the Roman Empire in space, minus the togas, but with twice the hubris. Political corruption, economic collapse, and technological stagnation are the unholy trinity driving this shipwreck, and nobody has the brains, or the balls, to fix it. Except, of course, Hari Seldon, who sees the writing on the wall and decides to play puppet master. But it's not all doom and gloom. Okay, it's mostly doom, but there's also the Foundation. This scrappy underdog is humanity's last best hope. Armed with knowledge and a hefty dose of arrogance, the Foundation takes on warlords and chaos with little more than brains and bureaucracy. Asimov loves to hammer home the idea that ideas, not armies, shape the future. It's an inspiring thought until you remember how often humanity uses its ideas to shoot itself in the foot. Now let's get to the juicy part, the political intrigue. Forget heroic space battles. This is where the Foundation series really shines. Asimov's characters don't fight with lasers. They fight with leverage. Every deal, every alliance, every betrayal is a masterclass in manipulation. This isn't about who's the strongest. It's about who's the smartest bastard in the room. It's like Game of Thrones, but with less incest and more equations. The saga kicks off with Foundation, where Seldon establishes the first Foundation on Terminus, a backwater planet so boring it makes Cleveland look exciting. The Foundation faces everything from power-hungry warlords to its own internal chaos, proving that brains are the ultimate weapon when they're not busy sabotaging themselves. It's a gritty, cynical tale of survival that feels uncomfortably relevant. Then there's Foundation and Empire, where things go completely off the rails. Enter the Mule, a mutant with the power to manipulate emotions. He's like that one coworker who ruins every meeting with passive-aggressive comments, except on a galactic scale. The Mule is a wild card that psychohistory didn't see coming, and he tears through Seldon's plan like a bull in a china shop. The message here? No matter how smart you are, life always finds a way to kick you in the teeth. By the time you get to Second Foundation, the story takes a turn for the shadowy and cerebral. The Second Foundation is Seldon's backup plan, a secret group pulling strings from the shadows to keep the galaxy on track. They're like the Illuminati, but with actual results instead of dumb TikTok conspiracies. Watching them clean up the Mule's mess is both satisfying and deeply unsettling. It's like finding out your therapist has been manipulating you for your own good. Asimov wasn't done yet. Decades later, he added Foundation's Edge, Foundation and Earth, and 2 prequels to flesh out the universe. These books dive deeper into the philosophy of psychohistory and the origins of Seldon's work. They're fascinating, sure, but they also remind you that Asimov was the kind of guy who'd win every argument at Thanksgiving dinner just by being smarter than everyone else. The Foundation series has shaped science fiction as we know it. Without it, we might not have Star Wars' galaxy-spanning conflicts or The Expanse's moral dilemmas. Asimov didn't just create a story. He built a blueprint for how to think about the future, and let's be honest, he also created a pretty accurate guide to how humanity screws things up. But here's the kicker. Foundation is still relevant. It's a reminder that civilizations rise, fall, and repeat the same dumb mistakes because, let's face it, we're slow learners. Asimov's galaxy may be fictional, but its lessons are painfully real. It's a saga that inspires, frustrates, and occasionally makes you want to throw the book across the room. And isn't that exactly what great storytelling should do? So if you're ready for a sci-fi story that doesn't coddle you with easy answers, pick up Foundation. It's messy, it's brilliant, and it'll make you question everything. Just don't expect a happy ending. This is Asimov after all. Until next time, stay curious, stay cynical, and remember, the universe doesn't care, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't.